to my channel. I just want to share with you a really quick 5-minute makeup look that I use every single day and just kind of chat with you guys, give you a little bit of update, what's going on. If you're new to my channel, thanks for stopping by, and I do hope that you will subscribe for lots of videos on veganism and lifestyle and recipes and even some makeup like in this video today. So without further ado, this is my everyday 5-minute makeup look that I've been doing lately. So the first thing that I'm starting with is just a little bit of argan oil. This is from Acure. I've loved this argan oil for a really long time. It's really inexpensive. And I'm doing like a drop of that, and I've got a couple drops of water on my hands already. So I'm just putting that on my face. I washed my face a couple of hours ago, and I put my vitamin C serum and then also some argan oil on. But since then, I've already worked out and rewashed my face. And so I just want to have a little bit of moisture on there before I go in with my makeup. So this is the makeup look that I do basically every single day. I really do not have a lot of time to put makeup on lately, and so when I do put makeup on, I'm using this Duet Perfecting Concealer by Hint. I'll go ahead and link everything down in the description below that I am using, but I just like to put a little bit of this. A little bit goes a long way. It's my absolute favorite natural concealer. I've not tried a better one out there, and I just kind of get underneath my eyes. You know, I don't sleep a whole lot still, a year in after having Eli, which is fine. You kind of get used to it, but I can definitely notice a big difference in my under eye circles. So I always try and put a little bit of concealer on, especially like if I'm super duper rushed and I don't even have time to do this much makeup. Concealer and then a little bit of Alima Pure foundation and eyebrows and mascara and a lip gloss, and I'm good. That I can do probably in a couple of minutes. This is if I have a little bit more time. And to be honest, I always keep my makeup bag in like a little backpack with Eli's stuff as we go out. And then if I don't have enough time, I'll just go somewhere without makeup. And then if I have like 2 minutes, I'll just quickly put makeup on in the car. I'm dealing with some breakouts around my chin and my mouth, and I think it's like stress related. I'll get into why in just a minute, but just a little bit of concealer there helps that out. And so if you've been following me for a long time, you know all my old favorites, and that is what I'm using here. I'm using the Alima Pure Satin Matte Foundation in Beige 3. I've been using this since the beginning of my natural journey as far as natural makeup goes. And I love this foundation. I think it's the absolute best for my skin. I just feel like it gives such a great sheer coverage, but it's buildable too, which is wonderful. And I just love it. I really, really love it. I think it's such a good natural foundation, so pure, Alima Pure. So what's been going on lately? If you are watching this, you will notice like recently I had probably about a week where I didn't post any videos, and the reason for that was 2 reasons really. Eli got sick suddenly, which was surprising to me because he's not been sick really ever. He had like sniffles once, but he caught some kind of stomach bug, and I believe he caught the virus from my husband, because my husband works around a lot of school kids, and so when he's teaching ballet or teaching, you know, whatever dance classes he's teaching, these studios are just swimming with kids who are sick. And because of the way that we eat really well and very healthy, a lot of times he doesn't get sick. Actually, I can't remember the last time I was sick, and Chris barely gets sick. We also take medicinal mushrooms every single day for immunity boost, and so it's a really rare occasion when something comes into the house to make us sick. And so he got sick last week, and then I believe that he just, you know, babies are tiny and susceptible, and so he picked up a bug from Chris. And so Eli's been sick, poor little thing, with a stomach bug for the last probably 3 or 4 days, and then Chris was getting better, and then Eli gave it back to Chris. I, thankfully, have not been sick at all during this whole time, which is awesome and a true testament of eating healthy in my opinion. But it's been a rough couple of days trying to juggle everything for everybody, and I just know that if mom goes down, everybody goes down, so I'm doing my best to have lots of fresh fruits and vegetables and just stay really healthy. Now I'm just coming in with a little bit of a bronzer here from Alima Pure. This is Trinidad. This is actually the darker bronzer that they have, but I really like it. If you've watched me before, you know I compare it to NARS Casino bronzer, which used to be my absolute favorite bronzer It's exactly the same color and completely natural, so that's awesome. I love bronzer. It really, really wakes up your face and brings back color. Actually, speaking of Casino, this is actually an old NARS Casino case. So when I don't have a ton of time, this bronzer really saves my face. I love to always just press these little baby hairs down. I don't know about you guys, but I just feel like it looks a little bit better than when they're just kind of funky and out of place. And so I normally, that's a double duty that I do with some bronzer. All right, now next up, I just do some blush, and this is my favorite blush that I've been using lately. I was always about hot pink blush, but then I just kind of started feeling like it looked a little unnatural, and so I went with this rose shade by Gabrielle Cosmetics, and it's actually called Rose. And the reason that I got into this was because last year I got a sample of a Tarte blush that I love the color of, but I wasn't super happy with like the ingredients and how it wasn't super clean. And so I just looked around and tried to find like a dupe for that. I literally just walked into Whole Foods with that Tarte blush and found something that matched it. I really like this blush because it brings natural color to my cheeks, but it's not like overpowering, and it does double duty, which I've been looking for a really long time. I use the same color for just a swipe of eyeshadow when I am in a hurry, so that's like every single day. So I just put this on an eyeshadow brush and I just put it into my creases. I understand that like pink or rose is not really for everybody, but with my skin, I feel like it works really well, and without a lot of work, I've kind of just added some depth and definition to my eye, and it's just one product, which I absolutely love. So I put it a little bit underneath, a little bit in the crease, and that is good to go. If I'm feeling like I want to put a little bit more eyeshadow on, I'll go to my favorite brand, which is Mother Bear's Handmade. All of her eyeshadows are really beautiful and super natural. I'll link it down below as well. But yeah, I don't know if you guys can see from the camera, but just a little bit of that, and I already have like a lot more depth. And then with just some mascara and a little bit of eyelash curl, my eyes look so much more wide. We always joke that I have Doug eyes. Like, do you remember that cartoon, Doug? Those tiny little eyes, like nobody can see my eyes, and when I smile, they go away. So I do everything I can to kind of open them and brighten them up. And then of course, just a little bit of an eyelash curl because I feel like it makes such a big difference. I really want to get my lashes tinted and dyed. Have you guys done that? I'd love to hear your experience. I don't know, how chemically it is or if it irritates your eyes, but I'd love to hear if anybody's done it, what you think. I feel like that would make things even faster in the morning. And another thing that would make things really fast is microblading my eyebrows, but I'm a little bit afraid to do it because I don't want it to look like crazy tattoo eyebrow lady. So let me know if you've done that also in your experience. Okay, so I'm just brushing my eyebrows up here, and sometimes that's all I will do. I used to fill in my brows, and if I'm going somewhere where I need some more makeup on and I have the time, I absolutely will. But right now I'm just taking a clear gloss and I'm just putting them in place. And so to do that, I'm just using this clear gel by Zuzu Luxe to just kind of place my eyebrows in place. Another thing I love to use this for is if I'm having a ponytail, I'll use it to like slick down these little baby hairs, and I feel like it works really well. Okay, so coming in with just a mascara, this is one I've been using for a really long time. It's Zuzu Luxe Onyx, and I just try and do as many coats as I have time for when I put my mascara on. I always start with a closed eye and just coat the top of my lashes, and then come in and then just drag through as much as I possibly can to deposit the color evenly. I know that some of you guys have been asking for more makeup videos, and like I would love to do them. I just really, I don't have any new makeup. I'm feeling like I've taken a turn and just really using a lot less makeup, which has taken me a while to get used to the way that I look. I used to use a lot of makeup, and I love makeup, and I love, putting a face on. I feel good, and I like that, it's just kind of like an art. It's a fun thing to do, and you feel pretty, and I've always really liked it. But just looking back through old pictures and through old videos, I was like, holy cow, I wear a lot of makeup. Maybe it's time to tone it down a bit. So I definitely have been trying to tone it down just for the sake of toning it down, but also because I don't have a lot of time. And actually, I feel like now I'm starting to get used to the way that I look with less makeup, and it's okay. It's all good. So if you're trying to go with less makeup on a daily basis, you can do it. It does take a while to get used to the way you look. You're just like, whoa, I need makeup. But you don't. It's okay. And I mean, I still feel like this is, a moderate amount of makeup to be putting on every day. And if I'm in a show or I have a gig or something, obviously I'm putting a lot more makeup on to be seen from stage, but you know, I don't feel like I need to wear that much makeup every single day. It's okay. And a side product of that is I feel like I look a little bit younger if I don't pile on the makeup. Okay, so there we have it. Just a couple of coats of mascara. I like to put a little bit more like on the outside of my eye if I can, just to give it like a little bit of a fan out, because I really don't have time to put liquid eyeliner on like I used to every single day. I used to draw like a cat eye, and I thought that I would never stop doing that, but I just don't have time. And then the last thing I want to do is just my lips. So I'm using the Zuzu Luxe liner in Innocence, and I'm just lining my lips. This for me is a pretty good, let me not talk while I'm doing this. It's a pretty good match like for my natural color, just a little bit more pronounced. And again, I've been using this for a really long time. So I just shade the outer parts, and then I make myself like a pouty lip. So right in the center, and then there, as if my lips were just folding over because they're so big. And then I'm coming in with this lip shade, which is Femme Fatale from Zuzu Luxe as well. And this is really dark, obviously. And you can make a really pretty like fall look with it, but I like to, on a daily basis, just dab it on. And people always ask me what color it is because it's a really beautiful color, just dabbed on. So just like that, I can do that in the car without even looking, unless I go over a bump and it looks awful. And then I always switch back and forth between lip glosses. I like the Zuzu Luxe Mischief, but this is the Jane Iredale lip gloss in Tangerine. And I had completely forgotten about this lip gloss until somebody had asked me on an old video what lip gloss I was wearing, and it was this one, and I thought, maybe I'll try that again. And it's really quite clear, but it has, you know, this is a little bit deceiving as far as the color. Yes, concentrated, it would look like that, but it comes on like pretty clear and glossy. It's a really thick gloss. If you like a thick gloss, I think you'll really enjoy this. It reminds me of the MAC Cosmetics lip glass, like it's that same consistency. And so yeah, then I just put this on, and that is pretty much it. So all of that is super easy to do in a car. My hair is slightly curled from before, which is great, and I'm ready to go. That's me on a daily basis. I'll slip my wedding ring on and maybe a necklace and throw on some jeans, and that's basically all that I have time for. Normally when I'm doing my makeup, Eli, he really likes my makeup bag because there's lots of like noises in it and clinks and stuff, so he'll play on the ground with my makeup bag, or like I said, I'll just do it quickly in the car. If you're wondering what these things are on my wrist, I just realized how grody that looks. This is old KT tape. My wrists are still really hurting me from carrying the baby all the time. Have you guys had this problem at all? And that's it. That's all I do. It's super simple. I always am looking for a double duty product, so if you guys have any natural vegan products that you are loving right now that work double duty, let me know down below. I was thinking about trying to find a natural lip stain, but everyone that I've found kind of just looks like it's going to be looking like a beet on my lips, and I don't know how I feel about that color on my lips. So let me know if you have any suggestions down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, let's talk down below. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.